expecting a whole different energy from Nicki this time around. There were too many songs on here that didn't really hit for me personally. I felt like I didn't really get anything that just completely blew my mind, which that's a standard for any Nicki album. Usually when Nicki Minaj puts out an album, she leaves you wanting more. For this release, however, I feel like I got too much, and that's not a good sign for me when it comes to music. I'm gonna give it a little more time to actually digest. Personally, I don't really believe in this whole thing where people supposedly are able to take in an entire body of work in like a week. Personally, I think that's complete BS. People just don't really take their time with albums nowadays. That's just how it is. Now, aside from some of my thoughts on this album, let's actually move on to this story right here. Kanye versus Nicki Minaj. So, you don't know what's going on, well, let me inform you. So, yay, for anyone who doesn't know, you should know because Kanye is very loud right now. He's gearing up towards dropping his forthcoming album, Vultures. Now, Vultures would have actually been out at this.
Where's the kid gliding in? Right here. In the water?
Right? So there's a song.
Bro, I can't hit shit with this, bro.
Back in 2018.
He's dead ass in the water. 50 white?
This song has been out for a long time, i.e. it's been leaked, okay? It's on the internet right now. You can listen to it, but the official song actually never ended up being dropped by Kanye. So it was a record that Nicki was featured on with Kanye and Dollar Sign, aka if I'm featured on your record, well, it's my record now. So, now the song ended up never dropping, so it was just sitting in Kanye's vault up until now when he wanted to put it on his album, Vultures. Now, something that you should know about this record right here is that Nicki actually wanted this record to come out a long time ago. And this is something a lot of people don't know, but Nicki, right behind the scenes, she was actually trying to make this record come out, and that's because a lot of her fans were saying, hey Nicki, when is New Body with Kanye gonna come out? So she did some things on the back end, like she was communicating with Kanye about this record coming out. Now, despite her efforts, the song never ended up coming out, okay? And that's super weird because Kanye didn't want it to come out at that time. So this is all very important because now we're gonna move on to what Kanye West said, and then what Nicki said, and then we're gonna go back to what Kanye said. So let's actually go over some of these things right now. So about 2 nights ago, the man Ye himself, he hopped on Twitter and he posted a screenshot. Now the screenshot was a message that he sent to Nicki Minaj's phone, and it has a green text.
I got shockwaves. Hold on, get in front of me.
Good. If it's green, then adding a good sign, right? But anyway.
Wait, Peter's won. Let's kill him. He's outside.
I call you about clear New Body on the new album. But on this tweet, they tagged Nicki Minaj.
80 on Midas.
This is tens of thousands.
1 HP. 1 HP on Midas. On God. Dead. And I got Peter on me. He won.
So people are essentially hounding Nicki to clear the verse because that's what has to happen if an artist is collaborating with another artist. They have to clear the verse. Like, hey, we can drop it. There's legal stuff that comes into play.
Drop AR ammo. I got 4
bullets. He ended up responding to Kanye, and she did so by saying that Trey has left the station. No disrespect in any way. I just put out a new album. Why would I put out a song that has been out for 3 years?
I think it's a bot.
Now regarding Kanye,
right on me?
that Trey.
Dead.
Teammate from the back.
Teammate on me. Teammate on me. It's another Mighty. 40. I'm putting a shockwave in. 2 Midases? Dead? Dead. Another team pulling up.
In other words, Nicki said no.
He's waiting right here.
No.
I gotta pop a neck.
She don't want to clear the verse, and she had her.
Oh yeah, I gotta heal.
Now Kanye decided to say some things about Nicki responding to him. What he specifically said was, I made that girl rewrite her verse 3 times for Monster. I supported her career, so I don't know what it is.
Well, let's get ball.
Okay. I made that girl rewrite her verse 3 times for Monster. I supported her career. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know what it is. Who got that head?
Well, actually, they're not gonna
You know what I'm saying? But we gonna get this. Or we just say,
Where he's coming.
So Kanye, like,
he's about to hit it.
dumbfounded, because in his mind, he thought that Nicki would just jump
chase him.
This
is one.
Oh, let me clear it for you because you're dropping your album. Well, the fact
On
that
me?
she wanted to drop the song earlier, and the fact that
Nigga got himself stuck.
didn't want to drop it earlier. I think from Nicki's perspective, she's probably looking at it as
why am I always
really
getting
want
that
to move the my time why should I move in your time now? Just like
Said
how
what?
Kanye West moves in his own
I'm
time.
always the
And
one
he doesn't
them
take
niggas
orders from
only
nobody.
hit. Like,
Nicki
how the fuck did I
Minaj is
end
the
up
same
putting
exact way. That's
That
how
nigga
she
didn't
got
hit me
her
once.
entire time in the
Yeah,
industry.
that nigga
So
was
Kanye
weird.
obviously forgot that he's dealing with a female version of himself. Because if I had to pick like
Already got a
a woman
purple
in the
coat.
industry who kind of resembles Kanye like in a spirit
I'm going
or
zone.
personality form, Nicki Minaj is really definitely that person for sure. I'm just a little surprised by the fact that Kanye's, expecting Nicki Minaj to jump fences to clear her verse. Because first of all, she just dropped an album. So what do you think she's focused on? She's focused on her own. Just like how Kanye's focused on Vultures and what he got going on. Well, same thing for Nicki. She's not focused on what Kanye's doing. She's focused on what she got going on. And she just dropped an album for the first time in 5 years. And just like she said, and this makes a lot of sense, if she clears this verse, yeah, that is a feature on an album that's probably going to be very popular because it's Kanye. The industry is competition, so technically she's going to be competing with herself. Artists who are as big as Nicki this time around do not, and I repeat, they do not make any moves that'll take anything away from their own projects. So for Nicki Minaj, this is obviously a business decision, 100%. That's really what it is. And I can't really blame Nicki Minaj for making a decision where she's just looking out for her business, because that's what Kanye's doing. Kanye's agenda is, I'm trying to drop this album right now, and I want Nicki to clear this verse. Well, let's keep in mind that this is a 5-year-old record. What makes you think that she's automatically going to want to clear the verse from 5 years ago? Because you're asking. Especially since she just dropped her album.
They're trying to get work out.
Focused on right now. And also too, if Kanye really wanted
I gotta go up and
don't you think that he would have done all this all the time? The reason why he's doing this now is because he's trying to do this as a funny rollout. So I don't really think Kanye cares too much about Nicki's verse as he does about creating hype for his album. That's really what I think is going on here. And obviously Nicki Minaj is stupid. She knows exactly what's going on. As to why she didn't want to clear the verse.
You get percent from Tower stuff?
Yes. That girl, obviously we're talking about Kanye West, and hey, does address a lot of people in very strange ways.
Yeah.
So after this, I'm not sure if Nicki's ever going to want to clear this verse right here. Although we're talking about Kanye, so we couldn't really just drop it without her permission. And yes, he would have to deal with some things legally on the back end if he chooses to do that. But then again, I'm not really too confident about the fact that Nicki would pursue my litigation. Maybe
people
she
pulling
doesn't
up.
really care too much about whether he fits it.
Meaning? 70s?
Move on to the next topic,
30?
which is 6ix9ine.
89 white?
What is he?
Actually got beat up by his girlfriend. Yes, that actually happened. And even though I don't like 6ix9ine, this is not one of those videos.
Hey, our bounty's pulling back up.
Anything bad about 6ix9ine because it's a pretty serious topic. So if you guys don't know what's going on, right? The other day there was this clip that surfaced on the internet where 6ix9ine was seen getting beat up by his, I believe, ex-girlfriend now, or it should be his ex-girlfriend by this point. Now, this clip surfaced after 6ix9ine himself posted a video of his girlfriend just acting belligerent. She was literally kicking his car, and then she had like this object, I don't know what it was, but she literally hit his arm, like
see the box?
Really hard, like boom, hit his arm as he was holding his phone. This saw some very violent vibes.
The bounty was.
Whatever you want to call it, just violence. And then there's another clip that he posted where she's literally like hitting him and just trying to stop him. And literally like he has like this ski mask on his face, right? And then she drags the ski mask down and then she pushes him. And then there's another clip where they're in the garage and then she has like another object and then she literally hits him or tries to hit him because he stops her. She
and it's a cash as soon as we get it on.
6ix9ine just like uses his arms to like shield himself.
Try to go back up to get that one of them cars.
Pretty viral. A lot of people are talking about it. And you know what, man? This is actually not funny at all. Like, this is kind of entertaining for a lot of people, but honestly, this is not entertainment. This is just sad to me. Toxic relationships are a very, very real thing. And there's a lot of people in this world, okay, maybe even you, right now, find themselves in situations where they end up with a person who is either abusive physically or abusive mentally. And a lot of times people stick around because they think that that's what they deserve. And that's obviously a bold-faced lie, because the one thing you do deserve is someone who respects you enough to not put their hands on you. That is a fact. Now, if you do think that this is something that you deserve, i.e. getting beat on, that's because you have certain beliefs about self-worth as a human being. And those thoughts about your self-worth, which are very destructive, they keep you in a state of thinking that you did something to deserve this kind of treatment. So some people might feel like, oh, I did something to trigger them, which which had them angry, and that's why they beat on me. If it's not that, then it could be a damaged sense of self-worth. That's another big one. Sometimes people can not only make you feel like you deserve something as cool as getting beat on, but they can also,
It's the game we need to win, bro. God,
the person
cheaters.
that you were before you got together with this person. Another one is fear, and this is a really big one. Just like how, for example, let's say the cops pull up on the black ass at 2 a.m., you're going to have a little bit of fear, come on now. Especially if there are no witnesses who can testify to what happened if something happens. Fear is definitely one of those things that keeps someone trapped in a relationship where they're getting abused 100%. That's a really big one. And usually, unlike this story right here, it's women who are more prone to be victims of abuse because men are stronger. So it is what it is, right? That being said, obviously this is universal. I mean, this 6 9 story should be the prime example of that. Men can also be the victims of abuse, if not physically.
I need to put a scope. I need to put a scope on that bitch.
The cure to all this violence.
You got 5 big pots, nigga.
Strong enough to walk away from something.
I can't pick this AR.
The issue with us human beings is
bro, I can't pick this shit up.
Put a highlight on the positives of a person's character rather than the negatives. So even
Bro, I
if,
can't pick it
let's
up.
say things are really bad with a person,
Bro, this shit bug. Try to pick it up.
Even if they're really like an abuser.
The blue.
And you see this with a lot of women. You always hear stories and see this in society where a woman is with a man.
You got it?
Yeah.
Consistently. And then her family is like, why are you with this man? And most times she
There's a medallion in Storm right now.
It's like she cannot even explain why she's with this man.
Not worth.
And this is also kind of like as a side note, this is why
It's a launch pad right
They
here.
should reboot it. Yes, it is. Go.
I'm about to hit the launch
The
pad.
truth is, we never really heard what's going on behind the scenes between two people. That is a fact. People can keep up appearances and make things look very good on the outside, but as soon as you get to the truth, things are actually hell on the inside. You know what they say, right?
Homie? Dead?
That you see. This is one of the reasons why celebrity relationships and like celebrity couples and all that class never really made sense to me. Like they literally base their entire relationship on what celebrity
Oh my god, I'm stacked.
That's just insane to me, honestly.
I literally got the best loadout in the
Regular
game.
human beings, you know what I'm saying? But like regular human beings out here in quote unquote
Let me go
which is all of humanity, right?
Yeah.
Keep up appearances where they don't have anything to gain, but
Niggas even
I said, do you need a pop?
where literally millions of dollars is at stake.
Huh?
You think that's real? Absolutely not.
You want a pop it?
Oh yeah, I'm a
Plastic
pop.
titties. I have nothing against plastic titties, by the way. What are you doing?
Let's get it
It
searched.
kind of goes back to
I just got another tab.
It's not very
Let me
serious
pop that.
topic, honestly. And I know that in society there's this notion, I guess, that
Not in
Oh,
it.
you took it?
I'm carrying Mexico. I got two.
What people don't realize is that just because a man is stronger than a
Well, I
woman
got
physically,
it.
that doesn't mean that every single man out here is violently.
It's another cat.
Even if she gets
You walk away from it when you still
that, even if she
I don't even know. I
I
think.
like the
respond
percentage.
to her hitting me, I mean, guess who's going
It
to
was
jail?
one right there
You,
too.
nigga. And you know what? You should actually go to jail because what you could have done is you could have literally just walked away.
You got a
That's the
grapple
solution
gun?
to this. Oh my God,
Yeah.
yeah. Man, you ever find yourself in a
I think it's
situation
on
like
my
this?
God.
You just walk away.
Watch out.
You don't respond.
Yeah, I know. I seen it from over here. There's a guy.
Like I'm saying,
What the fuck was that?
just walk away. So like that apartment door, you open that door and then you walk away.
I was about to say they got flagged. They took that shit out.
That's how you
You
solve
go- you
this.
go- you
Is it
pushing
easier
him?
said than done?
He's still
Well,
hard scoping
Yeah,
you.
what in this life
He's
is
hard
not
scoping?
easier said than done?
Where?
If you unfortunately end up with a person who feels
Bro, I can't afford to lose. I got the best
the
loadout
only
in the
thing
game.
you can do is just walk
Alright, so
away.
you want to rotate over to me?
Because any other response is just going to amplify the problem.
They're right
that you
above
have
you, right
at your
above you.
hands at that moment. And also, too, and this is a big one, but again, fix another human
Yeah, I see him
being
now.
who sees
I'm not
abuse
peeking
as a
that shit.
potential response to
So you wanna just grapple over there?
It just doesn't work.
Yeah, try not to get.
Wait, no, they come to us.
They're grappling the head.
It's not physical abuse.
Just watch out. They probably
Say
trying to bait
something
shit for a
that
sniper.
trigger you and make you feel bad about
Bro, what
yourself.
is that?
Lose that sense of who you are. And they're doing this
They
because
just went
they
the
want
whole
you to
other way.
feel
They hit
bad about
zipping.
yourself so you can have that
Alright.
strength to walk away.
Rotate behind
There's a
you,
lot of
rotate
people
behind
like this in this world, and you just gotta be smart enough to spot them, and you gotta be smart enough to with that topic being out of the way, I'm gonna say since now Spartans up and actually leaves
They're
this
down here,
world,
they're down here.
doesn't look like he's
I'm with you.
back there. But I hope he Spartans up and I hope he
Oh, they got a
makes
fucking
the
bot.
decision back
19?
and win it next time around.
Shockwaving. 50 white. Push that, push that.
So if you guys don't know, right, Lil Baby the other day just got a little 2-pack, 2 records.
I just got blank.
But anyway, they just like lost.
Nigga ran it.
Clearly, I don't know what's going on with my baby, but it just does not sound as good as it used to sound. He dropped this little 2-pack the other day, and on one of the records called 350, he actually ended up missing. And yeah, very like specific line. So first he says, I know one day it's gonna hit me, bro ain't never coming back. I ain't never say nothing about it, nigga. You know you went back. So obviously a shot at Gunna, who's honestly doing
good
right now. You guys know the drill. Gunna ended up taking a plea deal, and you know everybody had something to say about it. The funniest thing about this was like seeing fans get overly emotional about the fact that Gunna took a plea deal. Like, what does that have to do with you? But then again, we're also seeing like a lot of rappers coming out saying, "Oh, Gunna, you're a rat. We got a black guy in the industry because he took a plea deal and he's a rat." And you know, there's no place for rats in hip hop. Well, first of all, there's no place for.
I think I'm getting pushed.
And rapists in hip hop, but a lot of these guys have careers in their rotate towards the right. It's not even talking about Diddy down here. I think that there are guys like Diddy specifically in hip hop.
You got Miz, right?
Doing their thing in private, and that will completely crazy things. A lot of this stuff is happening. It's just that
you got an extra med kit?
Yeah, I got 2 more.
So the street, I guess, mentality or whatever, I don't know what to call it. Just to me, this is backwards. This entire thing is just backwards since day one. It just does not make any sense. As a culture and as a genre, we really have other things we need to focus on. Like, there are some very spiritually dark things in hip-hop right now that are going completely unaddressed. One of those things is, I don't know if I'm doing this.
You trying to jump in my box? Dead?
Who's out here talking about murder and pushing a bunch of dope into his community and he's getting rewarded for this. Like, maybe we need to focus on that a little bit. But then again, guys like Lil Baby
on me.
Millions of dollars from portraying this, you know, street image. That's the reason why Lil Baby where he's at. And the fact that you're still focused on Lil Baby, like, that tells me where your mind is at. This Gunna thing is just so played out. And the fact that we're still talking about this, I'm literally mind blown. At some point, man, I think we just gotta let it go. And again, we gotta focus on these other things that are going on in the culture.
I don't know if I can get you, bro. Yeah, I can't. You got a med kit? Give it to me.
We can't really focus on the things that only we can. And I'll say this, there's a lot of entities out here
that
really benefit from the dysfunction that hip hop promotes. One of those things is this right here, okay? Grown ass rappers, Lil Baby is like 28, 29. Grown ass men at this
I got 3 medallions on my body.
Because trust me when I say that, Gunna
fuck, I got every medallion in the game.
This is not something that we should be discussing. But here I am, literally covering another rapper, okay? Another rapper who's like 28, 29 years old, who still has this man on his mind, who's doing really good. He's literally sneak this thing on his records, and it's like, it don't make sense. Like, at some point, you have to run, right? Personally, I think this is how things played out. But, you know, what do I
Am I making this shit out?
Now, moving on to the next topic. By the way, like this video,
so what?
But moving on to the next topic, which is regarding Kodak Black. Now, Kodak he was doing this Instagram live, and he made a little confession, if you will. The clip has been going viral, but essentially, Kodak.
Where's I getting sniped from?
They're not saying live.
Up here?
Doing cocaine, which is a little strange. Because, you know, he has a couple of lines.
I'm not getting pushed.
But anyway, let me just play you this clip right here, and then we'll continue talking about it.
And y'all know I tell you, I done told y'all, I done told y'all.
I think this guy's on too, bro.
Told me later, bro. I ain't in this shit, bro. I ain't like no
So that was Kodak Black speaking, you know, this language called Yakanese, which is a language that only Kodak Black speaks. Because whenever I hear Kodak talk, man, I don't know what he was saying, I'll be honest with you. But Kodak was telling us in this language called Yakanese that has actually tried meth, which is crazy, right? But maybe not so crazy, because he actually does have this line on one of his records called Versatile 3. But Kodak Black says this. He says, I just hit a lick on Copins. They won't hate you being yourself. They want the cards that you was dealt. Got so much ice, they wish you melt. Gave me a demo of that meth. Gave me a sample of that meth. Yeah, I tried it and I liked it. Kodak Black says. On this live, he goes talking about how, hey, I've never done cocaine. And the reason why he brought up the cocaine is because if you've been paying attention to the news, recently Kodak actually got arrested for cocaine possession. in Florida. We got booked into custody a few days ago.
We literally had every medallion.
But what happened was he got charged with improperly stopping or parking his vehicle.
I had 4, bro.
Yeah, carry the next.
And then he ended up getting bailed out in jail.
After
this news actually ended up going viral.
I'm gonna need movement.
So cocaine possession said.
Oh, yeah, you right. Good
Yeah,
call.
he's on cocaine. Now, what a lot of people
And I just got
don't know is
matched from that
Kodak
shit,
is
so.
actually on literally another one of his records, right? Just like the.
I think I should go zone
lyrics,
first.
Right? On one of his records titled McGurk, he's actually.
And you know, I think we still got fork that too.
Cocaine. And this is what he says. I'm gonna go and change his speed. I'm gonna. Damn it, phone call. So continue. Kodak says, I'm gonna go change his speed. I'm gonna put cocaine and weed. Smoking on dirt, McGurk. Sipping on syrup with the perk. Now that's crazy. Kodak, I feel like, is one of the only rappers who can say off the wall things like this and you don't notice. I mean, they really do it for Kodak to say verbally.
Oh my god, these niggas have a bot.
He actually said it in his record. On a serious note, though,
It's gonna give you the 85. It's gonna give you the 85.
Never really looks all that. Whenever I've seen him do
Bro, I'm just fighting the fucking bot.
Don't do it, you got it.
I just noticed that over the years, it's kind of progressively gotten worse. I mean, his physical health has kind of deteriorated. If you look at a lot of his older lives, he had like a little bit of that light in his eyes, but and I don't know if this is due to other things as well, but over time, it just feels like he's been
Right below you. That wouldn't.
Honestly, I feel like, hey, there has to be some drugs involved. I remember that one Instagram live that he did, I'll put it on the screen right now, but yeah, again, man, it just did not look good. Kodak was literally on the floor just saying a bunch of nonsense, and there's someone recording him, and then they put it on for the whole world to see this. This pain was literally
Niggas don't want to fight it solo.
Honestly, I feel like that was a man in pain. That was not something that I could really laugh at. He was on the ground saying
Zone
a bunch
over
of
here.
stuff, just like mumbling, saying things that just aren't even there. Almost like he was talking to himself, right? Which, hey, I'd be talking to myself.
All duos left from
Why?
the
The state he was in, if you've seen this video, anyone
gotta
with
chill,
a
bro.
set of 2 functional
That shit
eyes would tell you that this is a man who's not doing too good.
Yeah,
The issue
he get
in
wrong,
hip-hop
man.
specifically is that, first of all, we don't really take addiction seriously. That's number one. Number two, unfortunately, there's too many popular rappers with a lot of influence out there promoting, encouraging addiction in their records all the time. That's quite common. So that's kind of that's why it's culture right now. And a lot of fans are out there with it. Listening.
Get his match.
Bro, I can't edit the fucking Walker, he's dead.
There's nothing wrong with it. Even though we've lost countless artists, I haven't seen too many rappers admitting to trying meth.
Oh my
That's
God.
one thing I'll tell you. And this is because in
Oh my God,
there's
yeah.
certain
Phone is
drugs
right on
that
your
are
ass.
deemed as cool, and then there's other drugs that are deemed as not cool. Like cocaine isn't one that
Your metal,
too many
switch the
rappers
metal.
are open with. A lot of them be sniffing at cocaine, and that's for sure. Cocaine is more like a rock star thing. But in hip hop, we do talk a lot about the liquid
I could
heroin,
clutch this
which
shit.
ain't
It's all solos left. All solos left.
but
Oh, God.
it ain't any better, man.
Oh,
It
God.
literally eats you from the inside out. It literally destroys your organs. You didn't know. Not only does it slow down a person's heart rate, sometimes to the point where they eventually stop breathing, it's also in high doses, or if you mix it with other substances, deadly. It
This
also
nigga's getting
causes
focused.
seizures, particularly when people are already at risk of having seizures. Genetically, some people are just more prone to have seizures. It also causes death or decay. It also leads to hallucinations in some people. That's why if you've seen, like, let's say, a rapper during an interview, you might know someone who, let's say, sips things.
He's dead this storm, bro.
It's because they're seeing things that
Nigga had 1 kill.
It actually impairs your vision
I got
as well.
one.
So that's another thing. Now, as for meth, well, I'm not going to tell you
That's
all
my
the
fault,
negative
bro.
things. Yeah, that's because
Damn, I'm back to 70%.
seriously,